Hey everyone, it's Andrew again, and you might remember this piece from the textile video. Now I'm going to use it to show you how to set elongated tourmaline and crystals like that. You know, some apatites and even some citrine and stuff will come like that, aquamarine as well. And so, you know, there's a few different ways we can go about setting these stones, and we're going to use two different ways to set this one. We're going to use some swirls on this side and then more of a straight line approach on the other side. So we're going to give you kind of a mixed bag here of different ways to go about setting these stones. Now I'm using two lengths of 13 gauge half round half hard wire, or excuse me, half round dead soft wire. For these thicker gauges of half round, I like to use dead soft wire because it's a bit easier to manipulate than the half hard on these thicker gauges. So to get started off on building this setting, we are going to attach the first of the two half round wires. Just going to twist that end around the outside frame like twice. There's still a little bit of mobility in there, and that's okay because we're going to utilize that mobility to help us bend the first part of this setting onto here. So we're going to be utilizing this length of half round and also the other length to create kind of almost like a prong sort of setting. Then we're going to attach our other half round right to the frame again. And then utilizing the same technique where we're just going to curl it around and build that setting. Widen it up on both ends a little. And flatten your half round wire. So basically the idea with this technique is, like I was saying, you create almost a sort of prong over that stone using these curls. Now inside of that I'm going to be doing like a spiral weave detail. I'm going to set a citrine stone in here and possibly another one down there. And so there's a few different ways you can go about designing a piece after this. Then the other way you can set these stones is by utilizing wires and going on a kind of angled straight, you know, approach with the wire over the stone. And I'll show you that now. And so for this right side, we're going to be utilizing a bit more of an angled approach with two square wires. I'm going to start by feeding one of them through and attaching it to the back. And then bend that along the length of the crystal. So that would be the start. Then we're going to add another wire here, and we'll add some detailing along the length of the stone. As we knock over all our wire, get into the new square wire. Okay. Alright, going to do the same process. Feed our 21G through to the back, and then attach it to the back wire. Our back bar, as I like to call them. And that we will bend along the same inner length as first wire. And I mean inner because your bends are going to have to match the inside part of that wire. Alright, then we're ready to move forward with the detailing. I'm going to use 30 gauge round for that. I'm going to attach my 30 gauge to the inner square wire and then push it down to the base. Then we're going to start a weave pattern between these two wires. And this kind of goes back to the tech video a little bit, you know, creating a textile setting almost. But it's also a wonderful, wonderful way to get your rectangular or pencil-shaped stones set into a piece.
In the songs of 1,000 merchantmen, singing just to fill their emptiness. New wisdom was a choice of the moment, there for you to be now and not just to become. I put myself down just by looking up. Felt love from the caring of a woman. I felt the loss of a fallen child underneath the sun. On the day I woke, so soulless one. I could with my heart open, without the fear of pain that may find its way in. And if it did, I'd do the same all again. witness flow of poetry in the ocean. And but along till my eyes met the lining of the sky, fulfilled enough to never question why. And I showed myself upon my own reflection of a world I'm creating that's affecting everyone. On the day I woke, I saw us all as one. And you yourself, you sang to me these lyrics as if they were written to the beating of my heart. If you can feel its pulse, it's not too late to start. But it's not my place for me to offer lessons or give advice to those who have their own minds. But to share with you the simple things I find. Oh, but still you held this message in your eyes. In a promise to myself I would express it, well, not knowing if I'm capable or if I would respond. On the day I woke, the soul song is well. On the day I woke and saw us all as one. On the day I woke and saw us all as one. Following all those roads to destinations where nobody knows if it is right, put your life and roll. Cause when you go out, people feel empty. If you a folk, God, it's all about the journey. So loosen you must sit and trust when you wait. You're stronger when the lucidity of mistakes. So take a breath at the moment when you wait. Stop and realize and forever remain lucid in your waking day. No one can take your dreams away. Lucid in your waking day. No one.
Now you're ready to tie down these points. Clip off your extra. Get those wires to bend in and tuck through to your base.
Possibilities and obey, but one don't bounce is another one obeys. So there ain't no shame. dreams away. One door closes, another one opens. To see it in your waking day. No one can take your dreams away. See it in your waking day. No one can take your dreams away.
Alrighty. And the last thing I'm going to do is secure this setting down to the other side with a smaller gauge of half round. I'm going to use 22 gauge. You can utilize this technique to kind of tie down your settings a little bit. You can use this on rings or pendants. Feed both those ends through. And then find your tie down points on the back. Alright, and there is your setting for this elongated crystal. And you can fill in these spaces in a bunch of different ways, and so yeah, I hope this helped inspire you all a little bit. Have a great day, everyone.